this is Alex, and today we are talking about sketching. Something I see a lot with people is they get kind of discouraged as soon as their sketches don't turn out the way they want them to. Or maybe the first sketch they make doesn't fit the view that they want. I know I've been guilty of this. I've done this a million times. Just given up because I didn't feel like I was getting where I wanted to be. So today in this video I have included my entire sketching process. Sometimes it goes a little bit smoother than this, but that day I was just really struggling to get my view out of my mind and onto the paper. The sketches I made weren't necessarily bad, but, well, some of them were very bad. But they did not fit the idea that I had in my head. And that is okay. There is this saying that the first sketch you make is rarely the best one, and it's because sometimes reworking an idea is the best way to go. You change a few things, maybe the idea worked fine in your head, but then when you put it on paper, wow, here are some issues that you have to solve. And so what do? I actually thought when I started this piece that it would be pretty straightforward, but I really struggled. I sketched for probably about an hour. But because I did that, because I spent that time getting my sketch just right, I didn't struggle with the rest of it. And that is something I always do. I would rather spend 1 or 2 hours getting my sketch accurate than spending 5, 10, 15 hours later on trying to fix all the things I messed up because I did not take the time to get my sketch right. I've done this a lot in the past where I've done this very rough sketch and then when it comes down to it, I have to change half of it anyway. It just takes a lot longer when you don't have a clear vision of what exactly is going to happen. Most of the time, I actually cut out the parts of my sketching process where I'm just fumbling about, because sometimes I go off track and draw something else. Sometimes I take a really long break and then figure out what to do. Or I simply keep drawing, trying to get the subject right, but the first few sketches are horrible and I don't like them, so I tend to cut it out. But I think it's also healthy to share the difficult parts of these things, because it can look so easy, right? Because you get the sketch right in the first go and then you just go and it just works. But that's not how it actually works. If you can't get yourself going, a good exercise to do is making a bunch of random blobs. I will be making a more specific video about that because I did actually do it recently and I did record that, so that would be a fun video. But basically do a bunch of blobs and then try to draw something on top of it. It doesn't have to look good, it just has to be something. Like I said, I will be making a specific video for this, but that will have to wait a little bit. So yeah, this piece is my own dog, and we always joke that he pretends that he's a Rottweiler, because one time in our summer house, he hid behind the curtains and let out the biggest boof that he could possibly produce with his vocal cords, and since then we've been joking that he thinks he's a Rottweiler. He is 4 kilos or 8 pounds, so he's a very small dog, but we thought it was super funny. So here it is. That is my life.
Hello darkness, my old friend, I've come to talk with you again.
No, I'm just kidding. I thought this was a really cute idea, so I wanted to draw it, and this will also be available in my Redbubble store as merch and prints. So if you guys want to somehow own a piece of art of my dog for whatever reason, I will link that in a card and also in the description. If you have anything to add to this topic, leave a comment below, and maybe you have some ideas to help this problem that I didn't mention in this very short video, or something like that. I would love to hear what you guys think. If you have anything else to say, you can also leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't, like this video, talk to me, be my friend, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!